Chris, I have something to talk about. I have something that's very important to talk about.
Okay.
It's very important to me that I talk about this. I am desperate to share this from a public platform to air my grievances to the world. Yeah, I know you haven't even picked up your microphone yet because that's how impatient I am to get started on this. Because boy, do I have a bone to pick with the very cosmos, with the very fabric of my life, the essential circumstances of my existence.
Okay, I'm just gonna get comfortable.
I have a bone to pick with it. I'm an angry man right now, and I've been an angry man for weeks. Or at least like days. More than 1 week anyway.
Right, okay.
So you remember a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's just checking in. Wanted to make sure that your Alzheimer's hasn't progressed since we last talked.
Yeah, ask me any question about a couple weeks ago.
What did you have for breakfast today?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
I think I bought some fucking Smart Pop popcorn on DoorDash last night.
Okay.
And I had like half the bag and felt gross. And then I woke up this morning and laid in bed until like 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
At which point I got hungry and just kind of rolled over and poured the rest of it into my mouth.
Okay.
And that kind of carried me until like 3 o'clock. But what were you going to talk about?
Okay. So, remember a couple weeks ago, we were notified, or at least I was notified, and we talked about it briefly, I think, on the episode that we did.
Okay.
That there was a new case of bootleg Will Wood merch.
Yes, yeah. No,
It was particularly egregious.
Yeah. No,
particularly impressive, too.
Yeah, one of
the
them was
nature of
really
it.
good.
Yeah.
One of them was great.
One of them was just a Hawaiian shirt with my face
on it.
Like
and not
8
even
times.
not even like I think it was like a screenshot from a video.
It was like a cutout of me. It was a cutout of my face mid-sentence in an interview I did 5 years ago.
Yeah, and the expression on your face is perfect.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Because I'm like in the middle of a word.
Yeah, you're doing a little thing with your face, like you're doing a little character voice, it looks like. Your eyebrows are kind of you're like doing this kind of like
but like also that site and a couple other sites that had cropped up around the same time were using URLs like willwoodmerch.com. Which is a problem for me.
I was about to say that rules, but then I remembered I'm in your home. Like, that's probably rude. But God, the balls.
Yeah, right. It really is the audacity.
Yeah,
it takes courage to commit that level of fraud.
Just to, like, not give a shit. Just
like
that
there's
flagrantly. No if who fucking cares if I get caught? I'm in fucking Russia right now.
Right.
Like there are going to be no consequences for this. If I get in trouble, I'll just stop.
Right.
Like that's it.
Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing is it's a shitty thing. Because I'm famous enough where they feel like they could make some money, but not famous enough where I could do anything to protect myself.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Which is kind
they
of
would
just...
not pull this shit with Beyonce.
No, of course not. Beyonce would snipe them.
Right, yeah. She would have them killed.
Yeah, absolutely. She'd send a drone strike to their house.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, Taylor Swift would send a fucking IED to their fucking home.
Fucking like throats would be slit in the dead of night.
Yeah, they'd be fucking taken to Guantanamo by fucking Taylor Swift's bodyguards.
Right,
like,
yeah.
But me... I just have to sit on my computer and send an angry email.
Yeah, no, but I bet the angry email you sent was so good.
Oh, it was ferocious.
I bet it was really biting.
Well, they shut them down. So,
that's good.
You know, it got the job done. But anyway, because I had seen these websites that were using such what's the word I'm looking for? Convincing URLs, at least.
Right.
I started to get concerned. Is there a chance that people have been buying merch from the wrong website?
Mm-hmm.
Because these were showing up on the first page of Google. And like just underneath my website. And they were just, claiming verbatim to be the official Will Wood store.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, I'm going to poke around and see if this is a problem. So I made the terrifying mistake of going on the Will Wood subreddit. Because I was looking to see, is anybody like under the impression that these are the URLs? Is anybody talking about buying merch from the wrong place?
Imagine going to the Will Wood subreddit to solve a problem.
It's just Reddit in general is a mean place.
Just like, it's not the Will Wood subreddit specifically.
I don't
that's
think
the problem.
so. No. But Reddit in general is just very mean. And so I stay away from it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Tumblr is fine. Tumblr is really thirsting over you really hard as of late.
You say that because there was like one person who said I was hot
there's
like
been
2
more.
years
There's
ago.
been more recently.
I've been
like
checking
from a few
for
days
it. I
ago.
haven't seen any.
That's not true. I just looked like today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They have a lot to say about.
I don't know, maybe I'll take a little look see what people are saying.
Thirsting over you pretty hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which was really like, you know, it was like it was in comments on a photo of us together.
Right.
And I was thinking to myself, you know, it's a little surprising that they're thirsting over you because as opposed to the lanky guy in a black suit,
right?
Which is what historically has been what sexy is to Tumblr.
The fucking strategy you've had this whole friendship has finally backfired. You thought you'd keep the fucking fat guy next to you, and everyone would be thinking, "Look at this skinny dude." Not today.
And now, apparently,
it's fucking 2023. Fat guys are in now, I guess.
You know. Literally, it just used to be that the definition of sexy on Tumblr was white skinny guy in a suit,
right?
And you know, so I was like, hey, you know, fucking good for Chris. But anyway, or not good.
I don't know.
Depending on how you feel
I
about it.
I have to take a look at some of this and see how I feel about it.
They're not gross.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah, they're pretty wholesome about it, all things considered. But anyway,
you know, it'll be like a nice little confidence boost for me to like look at that and go, and then kind of just curl up on my mattress on the floor and play Divinity Original Sin 2, you know, for like 3 days.
So I looked up Willwood merch on the Willwood subreddit to see if there was any confusion, anybody buying from the wrong place. Thankfully, there wasn't any of that. But I did find a post that made me want to kill myself so badly.
Yes.
Like so badly.
Okay.
I was like, man, I really want to kill myself right now. I really I could use for the sweet release of death right now. I got a hankering for the end.
What was the post?
It was just this. No, it really wasn't that big of a deal at first. See, the post itself
that makes it funnier because that implies a slow build.
Yeah. The post itself was not too much of a problem.
Yeah.
It was a complaint about how the Indiegogo exclusive version of my latest album looks.
Okay.
Because you know there are like different color variations of the vinyl, and that complaint, so fucking valid.
Okay.
They look fucking hideous. They look like fucking trash. They are offensive to the senses on a fucking unparalleled scale. They are abhorrent. They're fucking lascivious is what they are because they're this disturbing piss yellow with 3 big black dicks all pointed towards the center. It's just supposed to be like a tie-dye sort of thing,
right?
With like some black splashes, but something about the way the factory was working that day churned out very phallic images. It's not my record label's fault. It's not my fault either. I didn't ask for that. Nobody asked for that.
Yeah, but it does kind of like it's kind of perfect because like again, you have set up your brand in such a way where people could be like maybe like
yeah, that's true.
Like maybe this is part of it.
Like maybe it's a bit. I don't know.
Maybe it's a bit. That I mean, honestly, like a rigged Rorschach test that like
I don't know
where it's just like these ink splotches are definitely penises is a pretty funny bit.
It's just rigged to make you see a penis,
right?
Which is just
with
a drawing
plausible
of a penis.
deniability for you to be like, am I just gross? Like,
no, they're very phallic. Like they've got balls. You know, they're dicks and balls, and you know, and that is like that plus the weird like radioactive yellow that the disc turned out being, which I didn't approve of. Satan didn't approve of. It was supposed to be like more like a golden yellow, you know, something that matches the fucking record,
right?
As opposed to just this weird like nuclear waste piss color. And you know,
so far this sounds like it rules. By the way, like you've described,
I'll have to show you a picture because if it were on a different record, I would be all about it. I'd be like, that's hilarious. It's dicks,
right?
You know. But this particular like sad boy indie folk record having the dicks on it,
yeah,
and it's just, it doesn't work for me, you know. And I'm gonna be like doing a repress and sending people out replacements because I hate it that fucking much.
Damn.
No, I like listen. If it was a creative choice that they didn't like, suck my dick. I don't give a shit. You know, like, go kick rocks. You know, since it wasn't something that I even wanted in the first place and that nobody wanted. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna replace them because it's not fair. They like spent a lot of money on those things, and I want them to have something that they actually like and that I like. You know.
Well, that's cool because now they'll have like they'll get a new record that is like that actually looks good and not, we'll already have a record that is suddenly like 4 times as valuable.
Right.
And I assume that this is where the story ends.
No.
Okay.
No. This is all set up for the thing that I actually want to complain about.
Right.
Because I hate the Dick record. I hate the Dick record, and that's a thing that, you know, whatever. But that's not even the thing that I wanted to fucking talk about. There is no wiser piece of advice that anyone could give anyone than don't read the comments.
Mm.
You will never get anything positive out of it. So I scrolled down, and there was this one person who was just fucking raging about how the Indiegogo campaign for that record went. It didn't go very smoothly. The campaign was really rocky. My fucking merch company that I hired to handle the merch, they just ditched halfway through.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, no, it fucking sucked. And there's this Dick record problem. Like, you know, that's you know, like it didn't go perfectly, but this guy was raging the fuck out over it. And so, you know, and there were some songs that I had, you know, had demoed on Patreon and that I had included on my goal track list when I first put out the Indiegogo campaign. You know, just like, hey, I'm going to try and do all these songs. And here's a list of all the songs I want to try and do. And this person was basically saying that the reason those songs didn't make the final cut of the record was because Will ran out of time and money because of the choir that he put on the record. Because, see, Will hired a choir from Bulgaria, and he can't read music,
right?
And they couldn't speak English. And so since there was a language barrier and he wasn't able to actually give them any sheet music, it took them too long and he ran out of money.
So
what kind of insane moron do you want people to think I am? Jesus Christ! First of all,
okay,
they spoke English. Holy shit! Well, I'm sorry. Like this guy seemed to be like just like he just picked out random disparate pieces of information and cobbled together a story where an idiot moron piece of shit for brains dumbass Will Wood hopped a flight to Bulgaria and just walked up to a conservatory. I don't know. I've hopped a flight to Bulgaria. Here I go. Writing a fucking $100,000 check to some conservatory of people who don't speak English and then just tried to describe music to them in my mother language for 6 months or some shit. Like
you fucking threw a burlap sack full of $100 bills onto an ancient monastery and said, "Give me music."
Right. Like I don't understand. Like, and just like the idea that like fucking that like I was sitting down in some fucking music conservatory with 16 Bulgarians all looking at me while I just go blah 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 blah, and they just go, I don't know what this guy's fucking saying, but I'm gonna try my best.
Hoods.
Like, dude, I
you're lit by candlelight. You're like in a fucking
yeah. Well, here's the thing: the choir that I hired was from Bulgaria.
Yeah. No, I know that,
but they were just people from Bulgaria.
Yeah,
this wasn't like a thing. like I don't need to be able to read it myself to be able to give a fucking piece of sheet music digitally to a choir director. That's what fucking happened. And then I conducted over a Zoom meeting in 2 hours on a Saturday morning. That was it. And it was cheaper than Mario. But this guy's decided that I ran out of time and money because of this, of one expense that took about a day and a half of work. I'm going to be real with you, man. The reason that those songs didn't make it is I'm a human fucking being. 72 minutes of orchestrated music isn't enough for you, you fuckhead.
It's so it's so fascinating to me. It's like the same thing as like those TikTok conspiracy theorists who they see like an ancient like steppe irrigation system and are like, this is indisputable proof that giants once walked the earth.
Right.
It's like this irrigation system looks kind of like a staircase, so giants are real. Have you ever noticed that this looks like a staircase?
Yeah.
Giants exist.
Yes.
It's that same thing where like you see like you see two pieces of information, you have an idea, and immediately without a second thought you're like, this happened,
right?
This is what happened. And the confidence of it, because given the amount of information they had, that could have been true, but like,
yeah, I guess I mean,
well,
maybe I put
it's
off
like,
insane moron vibes. I don't know.
They don't fucking know you. They don't know. All they knew is that you hired a choir. And so, yeah, I guess it's possible that the reason that like those songs didn't get put on is because it took too long to do the choir. But like, you know, God could be a fucking elephant lady, right? You know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah.
It's like you're why this specifically?
I just gotta say,
like, it's not. It doesn't count as like a reason why the album was late. If that is like one of 100 equally possible reasons why the album could have been late.
Also, the album wasn't late,
or whatever it was they were complaining about.
No,
like,
they were saying that some of the songs they wanted on the album weren't there.
Yeah, whatever it was that they were mad about. You know what I mean?
I just. The thing is, though, if you know anything about, you know, musicians, it's that when they're highly trained, they can do things easily. So if I go to a professional choir, they can sing the song in a couple hours. They can sing the songs. They're professional song
they're like
singers.
Professionals.
They've every one of these 16 people has dedicated their entire lives to being able to sing these lines in a couple hours.
Yeah.
And like, they're fucking classically trained musicians. I'm sorry, did you think that I spent like a fucking like small fortune to hire a bunch of fucking random people?
Right.
You know, like, no. And on top of it, it was crazy cheap.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, because, you know, maybe not a small fortune, but like you know, less than 1/16 of what you paid Mario.
Well, but that's exactly what I'm saying, is that this person was saying that I ran out of money from this campaign.
Right. Yeah.
And the answer is no. I gave them sheet music. They spoke perfect English, and we knocked it out in a morning over a Zoom call.
Right.
But this person has this entire story, and I guess that's like really the thing that I'm ultimately like mad about.
I get it. Yeah.
Because I don't know, it's just some random guy on Reddit. Who gives a shit? The thing that's really infuriating about it is not this one particular thing. It's that's everything.
Right.
That's everything. I'm an artist, man. I'm pouring my guts out. I want to have a connection with the world at large. I want to share my feelings and have feelings shared with me. I want to connect people and connect to people. And every single thing that exists in public perception about me is some variation on that phenomenon.
Right. It's just...
And I am awash in a sea of lies. It's just... I don't know what people see when I go out on stage. Apparently, they see a fucking maniac who blows $100,000 trying to teach Bulgarians to speak English so that he can babble music notes at them. I don't know.
It's like yeah, you know, it's like screaming out into like a big group of people, like, you know, relate to me, understand me, and then it's just like, and then. I mean, this is way too aggressive an analogy, but a bunch of Nazis are like, oh, we get it. It's like, you know what? I spent most of that joke trying to think of something other than Nazis to say. But like,
I think it's more like I get up on stage and I say, relate to me, understand me. I want to see and be seen, know and be known.
Yeah.
And then everybody in the audience goes like, okay, and then they turn to their left and punch someone in the face.
Yeah,
like
that's
it's just like
that's kind of what I meant. Yeah.
And then they say, "What? You told me to."
Right.
You
Yes,
know?
exactly that.
The thing is, it's not just that there's so much bullshit out there.
Right.
It's that the truth will never reach you.
Yeah, it's true.
The truth
like
will never reach you. A version of it might sometimes, but the actual truth, never going to reach you.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. The reason why certain songs didn't make the final cut of that particular record is you're not going to figure it out. You're just not going to figure it out.
Right. And if you did figure it out, you'd probably be disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, because it was probably just like, I didn't have time.
It just wasn't the vibe.
Like, yeah, it was just like you weren't feeling it.
And also, I was recording until like February, and the album came out in July.
Yeah.
I wrote and recorded 2 albums.
Right.
Like I did my best, but those songs didn't make sense to include.
Yeah, and to be, you really should have made sure those Bulgarians spoke English.
Yeah, no,
you really should have gotten ahead of that before you spent $100,000 on those Bulgarians.
Yeah, and didn't know how to read music,
and they didn't know how to read music.
Isn't that such a funny concept though?
You fucking went to these Bulgarians and so it goes da 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 da. It's just like.
And then I did that for months.
For months you did that.
And none of them fucking spoke a word of English.
For months, like sleeping by candlelight in a Bulgarian monastery. Just
Yeah, no, these were dudes. These were people just in like hoodies in a gymnasium.
It's so funny to imagine you in a Bulgarian monastery. I don't know why.
I don't know what a Bulgarian monastery looks like.
Probably just like a monastery, but still.
Well,
like a church, like an old church. Just like
I feel like you added such a bold context for this.
Well, have you ever been to like a European monastery? They're fucking huge and intense.
Have you?
Yeah, I've been to Germany a couple times.
Okay. All right. Well, fucking whatever.
Yeah.
The point is that
what's this shift in energy?
I don't know. I'm tired.
Did I
now.
just humiliate you? What happened?
I don't know. I'm just tired. I just got tired. I ran out of energy.
It's like you couldn't handle me having been to a monastery. You were so ready to fucking own me like you've never been to a monastery. No. And then I was like, yes, I have. And you were like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
No.
What am I doing?
I think we should start over. I think we should start this episode over.
Welcome everybody to Life in the World to Come. The cold open happens now.
I'm going to ask you to maybe let me take a crack at the edit for this episode.
Okay.
Just so I can have a little bit of control over tweaking just how insane I go over that Reddit comment.
Yeah, but you're more than welcome, man.
I really don't want people thinking that I'm going on Reddit every day raging out over dumb comments.
Right.
Because I know that that's what they'll think. If like one time I said that I looked at Tumblr now and again, and now everybody thinks that I've got a secret Tumblr account where I'm watching everybody's posts, and there's people on Tumblr going like, "Oh, Will, I see you here." And the answer is that
the answer is that you can just type Will Wood into the search bar on Tumblr. It's like you don't need to have your own account.
And that I do that every week or two.
Right. Yeah. No, I do that with Chris Dunn every couple of months just to see.
Can't not.
Yeah, just because just because it's insane that I can type Chris Dunn into Tumblr and stuff about me comes up. That's weird.
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy, dude.
It's fucking weird, man.
It doesn't happen. It's not on all websites, but on Tumblr.
Yeah.
On Tumblr. You can find it on Tumblr.
I've definitely spent more time talking about things I've heard about myself than I really wish that I did. But there's so much to fucking unpack. And there's so much goofery that I can't help but think about it sometimes.
I think there's a value in it. I feel like
it makes for good stage banter sometimes.
Like these fucking. I mean, like, not to beat this drum on the podcast again, but these people are too used to people being nice to them. You gotta like every now and then someone has to step forward and be like, "This is an abusive relationship," and not the way you're assuming it is. Like. You know what I mean?
I think so.
Like,
I think so. I hope everybody so far, everybody listening right now, has enjoyed today's episode of the uncharismatic edition of Life in the World to Come. We're going to start the real episode now.
Welcome, everybody, to Life in the World to Come. The intro plays again.
You want to pull up the Gmail on your phone?
Let's like look at some.
We do
let's
Discord
a couple
too
Gmails.
much.
It's more of a balance than you think it is.
Welcome, everybody, to Life in the World to Come, an advice show for the postmodern era. I'm your big brother, Will Wood.
And I'm two Siamese twin brothers, Chris and Dunn. We're two guys with one name each.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's very complicated. It's very complicated origin story for this for this little couch gag we're doing right now.
Dunn is the one speaking right now.
Yeah, no, Chris never speaks.
Chris is mute, actually.
I sewed Chris's mouth shut because he was getting a little bit too chatty.
For Siamese twins, they have an extraordinarily contentious relationship.
I wouldn't call it contentious. I'm definitely in charge.
You have to hobble him now and again because he wants to walk to the left when you want to walk to the right.
That's why I had to sew his mouth shut.
Right.
You know?
And why you occasionally whack him with a cane to get him in line.
Well, I control 2 arms and one of the legs.
Yeah.
So I just,
Which must be a real pain. It's almost worse than controlling only one arm and one leg.
Well, again, it's about establishing how the relationship works.
Right.
And what the dynamic is. You know? And what that dynamic is that he's a nothing.
He's an appendage.
He's a little nothing. He's a thing.
Yeah.
You know?
He's an unfortunately conscious appendage.
Right.
Yeah. Who mostly just digests your food and makes it so that you have to do more things.
Yeah, he does the pooping.
Oh, that's good.
He does sometimes if he's feeling a little bit rebellious, he'll kind of hold that in.
Oh, what an asshole.
Well, that's what I say. Well, that's what I say. And I tell that to him every morning as he's waking up.
All right, well,
I can feel him when he wakes up, and I just whisper it into his ear. It's like you're a fucking asshole. You're nothing.
All right, well, who gets
you're
the dick?
You're a little nothing.
Whose dick is it? Is it your dick or is it his?
Of course, it's my dick.
Good for you.
How the fuck you think this works, motherfucker? It's fucking my dick. Can I feel the dick? Do I get hard?
That's
Absolutely
what I was asking
not.
You.
No,
no,
but it's my dick.
Okay,
and I make sure he knows it every day.
So wait, do you share a dick? You there's one dick on
There's
your
one
body.
dick, and it gets hard when he's aroused.
Okay.
But anytime he does, anytime I because I can't tell, but I look down and I see that it's hard, I say to him, look, that's my fucking penis. You think it's yours, but you're wrong, okay? That's mine.
Well,
put that down.
There's a strength to that.
There is.
Like, if he's ever out of line, you can sack tap him real easy and it doesn't hurt you, right?
And I do constantly.
I think that's good.
A lot of the time when I'm not even hard, just to do it.
You got to keep your Siamese twins in line.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. To anybody out there who's got like one of those tumors that has teeth and eyelashes in it,
yeah,
get rid of that thing right away because there's nothing worse than having a chore of a Siamese twin.
Right. It's like
not because it's a tumor, but because you don't want an annoying Siamese twin.
Let's get into questions here. Hey guys, how are you doing? Every night I see a black silhouette of an unfamiliar man standing beside my bed. Will this bastard survive the event?
So that depends on a few different factors.
That depends.
First things first is
here's the thing. First things first, you might just be crazy.
Yeah, that's.
But I can't emphasize the might in that sentence enough.
Yeah, I was basically gonna say the same thing,
right.
And then I was like, how do I put this in a way that is sensitive? And you kind of nailed it.
Okay.
I was basically gonna say like, well, it depends. Are you a fucking psycho?
Right. Exactly.
You know?
It's like, are you fucking insane?
Are you an insane person?
It
depends. What's wrong with you?
Right. Yeah. There's like a 98% chance that you're just a fucking dingbat. You understand? It's like a 98% chance.
I love the word dingbat. It's so good.
You're a fucking loon, you know what I mean?
You might just be
You're
bonkers.
a fucking fucking blubbering idiot, just doing that thing with your lips and your finger, you know.
That thing,
one.
yeah.
You're just doing
hitting
that all
yourself
the time.
in the head with a hammer,
There's
doing a Woody Woodpecker laugh.
There's
you know.
a 98% chance that all these things are the case.
Yes,
but but you have to look out for the 2% chance.
Yeah,
because oh my god, that 2%.
Well, because this podcast is about preparedness. It's about being ready for the worst case scenario and the best case scenario. It's about extreme possibility, and that 2% is what we need to prepare you for, because that's the 2% that is a risk. Because yes, there's a 2% chance that you're not a fucking lunatic.
Right, exactly.
There's a 2% chance you don't belong behind bars for how broke ass your brain is.
There is a 98% chance that your fucking noggin's dinged up real bad. But a 2% chance that you are being stalked by the Shadow Man.
There's a 98% chance that your blood's just full-blown goof juice and they gotta throw you in the hole.
You got goof juice in your blood. Now we gotta get in the hole. There's no hope for you. There's no coming back.
Yeah, there's a 98% chance that's just your brain's just gone bad. It's just fucking, no good.
It's just you just got fucking rot in there. And we gotta put you in a jacket and throw you in a cage for the good of society.
Yeah, there's a 98% chance that your mind has rendered you worthless as a human being. There's a 98% chance that you're just a nutso piece of shit.
Or there's like a scary guy there.
Yeah.
Or there's a scary guy.
Right. There's a 2% chance there's a scary guy there. And there's a 98% chance that you're absolutely batshit.
Okay, so we're not moving on.
I just thought it would be really funny to just linger on that for way too long. just
You're fucking nuts, you understand?
There's a 98% chance that you'll never be okay.
There's a fucking 98% chance the doctors are going to take one look at you, throw their hands up in the air, and give up.
There's a 98% chance you got pudding for brains.
You saw a fucking scary thing in the dead of night. That's you're fucking hopeless, dude.
Yeah.
There's nothing that no one's ever. I don't think that's ever happened to anyone before.
I've never heard of it.
Not for real, anyway.
Yeah, no. The only people who've ever experienced that have been people who, like you, have a 98% chance of being deserving of a lobotomy.
Right, dingbats.
Yeah. Idiots. I just like the idea of getting way too hung up on this and then being super insensitive about mental illness. There's a 98% chance you're a sick fuck.
Chris, we can't know. The episode hasn't started yet, Chris. I don't like anything I've said so far.
Well, because this is great.
We can't
because this is funny. This is very good.
No, Chris, you've been going for so long. We have no content.
We need to spend some time disparaging the mentally ill.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That is what I believe.
Well, that's why it's so fucked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's those 98% of people casting doubt on the 2% of people who are actually being stalked by a shadow man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because of those that 98% that other 2% has to be like, am I a fucking dingbat?
Right.
What's going on?
Yeah. It's really a shame that 98% of people are smart.
Yeah.
And we'll call you out for being a fucking bonkers. All right. I'm done with the bit. We can move on. We can talk about the 2% now. Let's talk about the 2%.
You want to talk about the Shadow Man?
Let's talk about the 2%. Let's get into this. Let's talk about the Shadow Man. I don't know. I've taken too much Benadryl before. Have you checked your fucking medicine cabinet? Maybe you just took too much Benadryl. There's a 98% chance you took too much Benadryl.
And in the fucking apocalypse, the rivers are going to be running with Benadryl.
Yeah.
That's exactly the problem, dude. You're going to be on so much Benadryl that you're not going to be able to tell whether or not it's real or the Shadow Man.
Yeah, the Mississippi River is going to be comprised of 99% Benadryl.
All of the V's are going to be destroyed in the blast and be replaced with B's.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you turning my fluff into something canon. So the Mississippi River is going to be just running with Benadryl.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to get from one side to the other without dousing yourself in massive amounts of what's the name of the drug again? I don't remember. No, there's a specific chemical. It's the same stuff that's in Unisom. It's the same stuff that's in basically any over-the-counter antihistamine.
I just when Will said Unisom, I did a thing with my eyebrows where I was like, oh, as if I know what Unisom was.
It's over-the-counter sleep aid.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. ZQuil,
Good
same
to know.
thing.
Good to know.
Diphenhydramine.
Okay.
DPH. That's the name of the drug. And the reason I want to call it diphenhydramine is and not Benadryl is because I don't know why, actually.
I don't know.
Yes, I do. It's because I think of Benadryl not as a medicine for when you got a sniffle or an itch, and more as a weird substance that you can get freaky high on.
That's what it's for.
DPH is for getting fucked up and visiting the shadow realm.
I would love to hear what I'm assuming would be a 2.5-hour supercut of just you saying the clinical names of different drugs.
It would. I've got almost that much.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch in there. Yeah. I don't know why. I just like knowing the name.
I've noticed that.
I just
you
like
know
it.
It's one of my favorite things about you is that you know all the names of all the drugs.
Yeah. Check this one out.
Right.
Lysergic acid diethylamide.
Oh, that was an easy one. I know what that one is.
Weed.
Nice, dude.
Fucking shrooms, dude. Jack Daniels. Cigarette.
Nice, man. What was the question?
Is the Shadow
Man gonna haunt me?
If it's not just, well, the answer is smash. Well, because maybe.
In a way, the answer is yes. Because regardless of whether or not the Shadow Man is an actual physical threat, you will be haunted by him.
Right. He will survive.
That's the thing, is that regardless of whether or not the Shadow Man is there, you will see the Shadow Man.
Right. He's going to survive the blast if you do.
Right.
Because even if you're not nutso, the rivers are going to be running with Benadryl.
Yeah.
There's nowhere you're going to be able to go where you're not being sloshed with diphenhydramine 24/7.
Yeah.
And so you're going to see the Shadow Man. Everybody's seen Shadow Man all the time in the world to come.
Everyone, he's fucking all over the place.
He's as common as people's shadows, you know? And so, you know, he's going to survive. Whether or not he's going to be a threat to your physical safety, that's a different story.
Just kind of hanging out in corners.
Right.
You know?
There's also a chance it's a guy in your room, and you need to invest in a security system for your house. Right, exactly. In which case, I can't tell you whether or not he's going to survive, because that might just be like Richard
just be some
from down
guy.
the street.
I don't know. Who knows who that fucking guy is?
Yeah. Could just be a criminal. And, well, there will be criminals. There will certainly be criminals. I don't know about that one.
It might just be a criminal, or it could be the Shadow Man, or you're a fucking, you got fucking bugs in your brain.
Yeah, there's a 98% chance that you got worms in your brain.
You got worms for brains. So basically, if you're a betting man, just kind of next time you see the Shadow Man, roll over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just kind of like.
Yeah.
I guess I would do what I assume you're already doing, which is kind of just get nervous and pretend he's not there.
Let's answer another question.
Let's
you know what? No.
Let's play BioShock.
What? I need a break.
You want to take a little break?
I need a smoke break. When we come back to it.
Good idea. Yeah.
I'm going to have brand new special edition Life in the World to Come energy.
Oh shit! It's finally happening.
It's going to be special edition energy.
We're going to make them pay twice as much money for this.
That's right. Yeah. And I'm going to make up for all of the things that I feel like I'm not comfortable keeping. That I'm probably later on going to realize, this isn't as bad as I told myself it was halfway through. Like it usually happens. But we're going to come back with mint condition, limited edition, first pressing Life in the World to Come energy.
We're not even going to be right out of the box. We're still going to be in the damn thing.
Oh, plastic wrap on it and everything.
Original
fresh.
Packaging.
So fresh. So we're going to come back in after this smoke break, and we're going to answer a cool 3 questions.
We're going to answer a cool 3 questions.
And then I'm going to people are going to respect me. Okay, here we all right, I'm gonna go smoke this cigarette so that I can experience love.
They'll all see.
I'll show them. All right, here we go.
Oh fuck, we're rolling.
Woo, we're back, baby.
Let's get
we're
a fucking
back
question
with that
in there.
hot, fresh out the oven,
Oh yeah.
spicy pepperoni pizza energy.
Somebody
that delicious, greasy, so much you gotta sop it up with the napkin pizza energy.
Ooh, is somebody cooking in here?
What's that smell? Is that William?
Oh fuck, these boys are in the fucking kitchen.
That's right. We're cooking up some podcast.
Cooking up some
delicious hot podcast. I'm back. I've got that fucking need to pee energy. I've had several more Mountain Dews. I'm feeling on top of the fucking world. You know what I'm feeling like? Like I'm at the apex of a roller coaster. Like I'm at the very peak of King Dakar, looking down, getting ready for the big drop and twist.
All right, you ready?
That'll send me barreling towards the earth at 600 miles an hour. And I'm going to feel my face being exfoliated by simply G-force alone. So here we go.
Here's the
Hit
big
me with that
question.
question.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So I don't want people to know I exist, but here I am typing this. How can I become less weird and not with drugs? Because the other day, without choice, I took 9 pills. Also, the type of weird, I mean, it is not just very, very, very morbid. Don't mind how long this is. I just need life advice while also giving myself a life sentence by doing this.
That totally. You can't run that by me again, Chris. Can you just?
I'm just gonna run it by you again
this
real
hot
quick.
podcast energy. Whoa!
So
I had this piping hot pepperoni pizza podcast energy, and I was ready to rock and roll with it. And then that question,
and I just threw a fucking big plate of spaghetti at you.
I'm covered in
the verbal
fucking.
equivalent of throwing a fucking loose spaghetti
Dude,
at your face.
I've got fucking Putin-esque dripping down the front of my shirt right now. I'm just like, wait, hold on. I couldn't keep up with it. Something about it just hit me in like the weirdest fucking way. What is it that they want?
So I don't want people to know I exist, but here I am typing this. How can I become less weird and not with drugs? Because the other day, without choice, I took 9 pills.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. I just need to pause between sentences for a second here.
Yes, okay.
Because you're barreling word by word, and I'm having trouble placing the punctuation in my head. They need help looking to be less weird.
They need help looking to be less weird.
But then they include a because. Is it relevant to their because?
Okay.
They want to know how to be more weird or less weird.
Okay,
without
less
drugs.
weird without drugs. Because
Okay.
the other day, without choice, they took 9 pills.
Okay, what the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
The look you just gave me. You just look worried. Like you just gave me this look being like, I don't know how we're gonna get ourselves out of this one, bud.
Looks like them hazard boys done got themselves in a spot of trouble.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. So somehow they ended up against their will consuming 9 pills.
Right.
They didn't specify what kind.
No, or what the pills did or what they were for.
And
No.
and the context in which they received these pills against their will.
Yeah, no clues there.
Okay, so they could have been just like somebody holding them down and pouring Advil down their throat.
It's entirely possible. Yeah,
It could be that they
this
took
could be an attempted murder.
this.
They
it-
could have been Tylenol.
yeah,
like they could have been.
it
We don't
could-
know.
It could have been laxatives,
Right?
and what they need help with is being less weird in that sense.
Yeah, exactly.
They wanna poop
they're
normal
They're
again.
so constipated, and people can tell when they're walking around.
That's probably not it.
That's probably not
That's
it. But we have no way of knowing.
We have no way of knowing. All we can do is speculate.
You know, maybe those songs are on your album because you paid those Bulgarians too much. Maybe this person took way too many Tylenols, and that's what this question is.
Yeah.
We have no way of knowing.
Yeah, I think. All right. So what else is there in this question? Can we glean any more information from this? They provided
looking.
what felt like a lot of information.
Okay, and not with drugs. The other day I took 9 pills. Also the type of weird, I mean, Wait. Also, I'm make sure I'm not dyslexicing this. I'm gonna go one word at a time.
Yeah, what if this is all your fault? What if the reason I have
It's just
Puttanesca
like,
dripping down the front of my shirt is just your dyslexia?
Oh wait, I was wrong. What's your favorite color? Just like I fucked that one up, guys. All right, I already took 9 pills. Okay, one word at a time. Also, the type of weird I mean is just very, very, very morbid.
Oh, okay.
So I guess what they're saying is they are very, very morbid, and these drugs are to make them less morbid, I would assume.
I think what they're saying is that the type of weird that they are is a very morbid type of weird.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So here's the thing. Depending on how morbid this type of weird is,
morbid.
like
how morbid?
Can we talk about it?
Right. Is this like bumming people out at Thanksgiving morbid, or like you're in the bushes morbid?
Yeah.
It's like, are you in anyone's bushes at this moment?
Right. Are you a danger to yourself or others? Which one is it? Because if it's the latter, then I think that the answer is we give you the drugs.
Right.
And that maybe 9 wasn't enough. If it's the former, you know what? Actually, if you're a danger to yourself, maybe do take the drugs again. You know what? Actually, all I can say is I don't want to give you advice on how to. If you need help, you get help.
Yeah, no. Will is a big advocate of being prescribed stuff.
I don't know about that.
I didn't like the way it sounded when I said it either. But my point is that like he's medicated and he's in support of it.
I am medicated and loving it.
And if I had my life together at all, I probably would be too. So fucking like you.
See, that's where you got the idea that I'm super into people being prescribed things.
Right? Is that
because
like,
I so believe you should be.
It's like, yes, exactly. You keep dropping me hints constantly.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm always jokingly telling Chris, "Oh, by the way, I'm writing you a prescription for Wellbutrin right now."
Right? Yeah. Will saw the inside of my car recently and said that.
Because your car is a symptom, is a warning sign.
Yeah, no argument there. That is a mental illness situation if I've ever seen one.
It's okay.
The trash, I can't open one of the doors. Like,
oh my God. Yeah, we're getting you the 300 milligram XL version. XR, whatever, man. I'm talking to my psychiatrist
like,
about
there's just
you.
like some weird hole in my brain that's like, you can just keep putting KFC bags in there. Like,
the problem is you can't.
I feel like maybe you can.
No, there'll come a time where there's too many.
The thing is, like, the mass at this point is large enough that you can just kind of shove bags in there, and for all intents and purposes, they're gone. Like, they're like.
Right, it's become one object that you can add to.
But it doesn't even feel like adding to it because you're adding to it so slowly.
Right,
it's not because you're not thinking about the next KFC bag. You're just thinking, if I add this one KFC bag, it's going to go from being a massive pile of trash to a massive pile of trash.
Okay, and that's
like,
that's all well and good, but let me ask you. You keep saying KFC bag. You have not yet specified if you got all the bones in there.
Well, I don't usually get the bones.
Okay.
I usually get like a chicken sandwich or something.
But do you sometimes get the bones?
The reason I hesitated is because I'm pretty sure somewhere in there are some chicken nuggets.
I'm asking you if there are animal remains in your car.
Yeah.
See, that's not good.
That's not good. No.
You're gonna get fucking typhoid or whatever.
I probably every time I have to. I can't believe I'm saying this on the podcast. I have to. Lately, when I go in there, I do have to like crack the windows for like 45 seconds just to freshen it up a little bit because the chicken nuggets are in there. Like they're in there somewhere.
Dude, just go out there with a trash bag one of these days and take care of it.
Isn't it crazy? It would be so easy.
How long do you think it's been?
Easy for me to. Oh, a long time.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to remember the last. You know what the fucked up thing is?
Yeah.
It's a long time, but probably kind of not long enough. You know what I mean?
Listen, my car got to a point where it was where like ghost energy cans were rattling around. You know? So like, it's not like I've never been somewhere close to that.
What's the nice thing is that there's so much garbage that like there isn't any room to rattle around. It's just kind of like,
that's a different feeling.
You can just shove the fucking energy drink can into the middle of the garbage, and then it's insulated on all sides.
Right.
It's not bumping into anything.
So So what kind of morbid weird are you? Are you morbid weird hide in the bushes or morbid weird Chris clean out your car?
Right, exactly. Which type of morbid?
Because that changes our answer. Like, you know. Also, I feel like you've come to the wrong people to ask you about how to be less weird.
Right.
Also, is this a question about the apocalypse?
I
guess we could make it that.
I don't think it actually is at all. No, I don't think it is.
This is just somebody looking for help right now.
No, I think this person just genuinely wanted to help and are doing it in all the wrong places.
Yeah, no.
This is...
Neither Chris nor I are doctors.
Yeah.
Or normal people.
Yeah, or just like, yeah. It's just like, yeah.
We're unqualified weirdos.
This is, yeah.
We're both uneducated freaks.
We neither of us have a college degree, and both of us are just like prone to like inward spirals.
Yeah.
So like I don't think that we can be doing this. So our next question.
In the world to come, if you want to be less weird, you could just cut the face off of somebody who isn't weird and put it on your own. There you go. That's a life in the world to come answer.
Good. Yeah, we could put it. It's on brand now.
There we go.
Our
we answered
next
the question. Good luck, kiddo, with whatever you got going on.
Yeah, whatever is happening. I hope you're okay.
We both genuinely do hope you're okay.
Yeah.
Sorry for razzing you there.
The theme of this episode is fucking ragging on dingbats. Just like mental illness is fucking funny, dude.
Oh, jeez. Boy, oh boy.
This person wants to know if they're going to finally get bitches in the world to come. We don't have to answer that, but like,
well, I mean, have they given us any information about who they are?
Oh, okay, fine. let's take a look.
Give us a little information about you. We can tell you.
This is cute. Hey, I just got into the show. I thought I'd ask: 1, will I finally get bitches in the world to come? 2, will there still be fish? I really love them, and I think they're cute.
Guess what, baby?
Guess what? You're gonna get to fuck all the fish you please.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, dude! Pound it. Woo!
You're gonna be able to. You can get in there.
There's gonna be.
And look, are these gonna be like mermaids? Nah, dude.
No,
they're gonna be regular fish, but there's no fucking the fucking judgmental eyes of society will not be there to fucking bring you down.
Now
no one's there to tell you you can't fucking fish if you wanna.
And the fish will be a little bit different in the world to come. Now, hold on.
Yeah.
We've said before, we've talked about fish with tits in the world to come.
That's true.
Before.
That's true.
This is different. This is different. I mean, they're going to be different in their attitude towards sex with human beings.
This is a different episode of Black Mirror.
Right.
This is a different canon. This is... You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, I like to think of us as being kind of like the Black Mirror of the podcast world.
Right, yeah.
You know, deeply satirical and, critical of society.
Yeah. And not anywhere near as smart as it thinks it is.
No. Anyway, you're going to be able to fuck fish and they're going to be able to fuck you. They're going to be really happy to be able to fuck you because guess what?
Because they can look fishes. Because you love fishes, and they can tell.
Yeah,
and you love fishes. Fishes are gonna love you.
Frankly, the truth of the matter is that there aren't a lot of people who want to fuck fish.
No,
and so even if you were a total dog face,
right?
Fish would just be like, "Well, shit, I don't often get to fuck human beings."
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, I want them to fucking spray on my eggs.
Right. That's the thing that they don't tell you about fish sex is that it's not is mostly they just squirt a bunch of eggs and then you nut on them.
Oh yeah, no, you don't.
You just
can't
kind
have
of jerk
intercourse
off
with them.
underwater.
It's a fish. It's like, very small.
I don't think
they.
Does it have? Do fish have vaginas?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Probably something like them, but I don't think you're supposed to put stuff in there.
Unlike this fucking weirdo who's
stuff
asking
comes
this
out of the
question.
vagina and then you nut on it, and then something happens. I don't know.
Yeah, I think. I think that then the eggs get fertilized and then get eaten by other fish. All right, so do you want to answer another question?
Yeah, let's answer
I don't
another
remember.
question.
Wait, did we have a question that
no,
we
I
had
think that
started?
was just. Did we?
Wait, somebody asked us a question.
It was. Oh right, it was. Are they going to get bitches?
The answer is yeah, but only because you're gonna fuck fish.
You're gonna fuck.
But
fucking fish.
Once
dude.
again, don't like try and have intercourse with a fish.
Don't
they
have to-
can't handle it.
No, you just wait for them to poop out some eggs and then you fucking nut right on those.
Yeah, otherwise you're gonna kill it.
Right.
It's a little fish.
You can't
handle
put your
it.
penis in
You
that,
know
no.
you can't. Trust me.
No, it's too big.
No, your
Even if
penis
you
is
think
too big for a
you got a
fish.
regular penis, it's too big for a fish.
Yeah, because it's a fish.
And you might think that's hot, but it won't be in practice.
Yeah, no. Maybe go for a shark. Those
Maybe
are really
if you could
big.
fuck a shark, that
If
might
you-
be pretty majestic, actually.
Yeah,
I don't know where the hole is on a shark, but
I don't either.
I think half the fun would be figuring it out.
Yeah. I was about to say the blowhole, and then I remembered that,
That's a
sharks
whale.
do not have that.
I'm gonna fucking make
And
a
if you have a
blowhole.
blowhole, it's not a fish.
I'm gonna fucking make a blowhole on that thing. You know
That's
what I
so
mean?
fucking
That's-
disgusting.
it is
That's
really gross.
horrifying. What you
It's
just said. You said a
it's
terrible
like-
thing.
I
Just now.
said it as if it was sexy, but yeah, it was very troubling.
That was the most fucking 2012 ass bit I've heard in my life. It was like a fucking Repo the Genetic Opera lyric. Jesus Christ.
It's
An MSI song of a fucking podcast.
no look, baby. Sharks got blowholes. They're right in the front, and they're covered in teeth. You know what I mean?
Because
Hell
blowing
yeah.
like...
Because they're gonna fucking
Yeah.
fucking get fucking head from a shark.
Right, because the
dude.
shark's going to blow you.
Get
Yeah.
fucking head from a fucking great white shark.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
you are. I believe in you. You can do it.
Do it. What a king. What a fucking champion I would be. I would be the coolest guy at any bar I go to for the rest of my life.
Honestly, certain maybe I want to fuck a baleen whale in the mouth.
Oh, you train sharks for a living? Oh, that's kind of cool. You ever fucking you ever fucking Well, I guess you're not that cool then. I guess I know a little bit more about sharks than you do, huh?
I want to see you roll
How
up to
comfortable
SeaWorld.
are the sharks around you? Because they fucking love me, dude.
I want to see you go apply for a job at SeaWorld with that fucking energy.
Yeah, it's just like I'm gonna have these things all over me.
Listen, I may not have a degree in marine biology, but I've been told I'm a hell of a lover. I can take care of these big fish.
I'm gonna fuck these sharks.
And listen,
I'm gonna be straight up about this.
Listen. It's just a matter of whether or not I'm really, honestly, I'm just warning you.
Some people have called my methods unconventional.
Listen, hire me or not, I'm still gonna fuck these sharks.
I'm gonna fuck these sharks.
So I'm ultimately, whether or not you give me the job, just a heads up.
It's like, listen, you can make this a part of your thing, or we can, or you and I can have a problem. Like, you can work with me or against me. Your choice, motherfucker. Either way,
Are you looking
I'm
to
coming
have-
back here tonight.
Are you looking to have one of your wetsuit team members making love to these sharks, treating them right, making sure they're happy? Or are you going to have somebody who breaks into SeaWorld in the dead of night and fucks your sharks? Which one is it? Do you want a security problem or some help?
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right.
Let's answer another
We're
question.
contractually obligated to answer one more question.
What the fuck?
Is it
There's
still
so
happening?
many noises, and I'm not confident that it's just the fucking headphones. It sounds like it's the headphones, but what if it's not? Let's answer one last question.
Hello, Chris and Will.
Hello. I
My-
hope that this is coming through.
My kid is likely going to need braces in a couple of years.
Mhm.
How will they go about eventually getting them removed in the world to come? Orthodontists are already eerie, unsettling creatures. So I was wondering, how much worse can they get? Thank you, and good luck with the end time.
A lot worse. They're gonna have spiders for hands and lobsters growing out of their face.
Yeah, dude. They're going to be
Even more dangerous than before.
They're going to be dangerous and also have a fucking orthopedist's mentality. Was that what it was? Orthodontist.
Orthodontist.
An orthodontist's mentality.
Yeah.
That's going to be the biggest problem, is that a lot of these orthodontists are going to have fucking foot fetishes.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Okay. That's fine.
No, I connected some dots and then I realized it was nothing.
No,
that
see,
was
an
nothing.
orthopedist isn't a foot doctor. That's a
I
podiatrist.
know. I was commenting on my own mistake, but it didn't make sense.
And trust me, my
So,
feet
like-
hurt so bad right now.
How are your feet doing, dude?
They hurt so bad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is it because you've been standing this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
I got flat feet, and my podiatrist
You
keeps
got flat
referring to
feet?
it as a deformity.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that.
No,
You
I
really
think he's
shouldn't.
trying to like over validate the pain
Okay.
because if he says deformity, then he can say come see me again in 2 weeks.
Right.
Whereas if he says mild inconvenience, then,
right. Then there's no reason for you to.
Right,
Then it's like
exactly.
you can just put up with it.
whereas if he goes like, oh dude, your feet are deformed.
Yeah. He looks at your
I'm gonna
feet.
need to see you every week for the next 6 weeks.
He looks at your feet and goes, ah! You know?
This is
It's kind of like he's spooked by your feet.
this is the worst case of deformed foot I've ever seen.
Back abomination!
I just
Fucking freak!
yeah, I think that it's so deformity. Yeah, I have like no arch to my feet. That's not a deformity. It's just something some people have.
Right. It's like,
I'm flat-footed, not lizard-footed.
it sounds like an insult. It sounds like a thing that doesn't mean you have flat feet. You know what I mean?
What, the phrase flat-footed?
Yeah, it just sounds like a weird, like, Old West thing you call a coward. It sounds like you're a coward and we're in the Old West.
Come on out, or are you too flat-footed?
You flat-footed, yellow-bellied little... What were we talking about?
You flat-footed, yellow-bellied gay.
So braces. How are you gonna get them braces off?
Well, you're gonna just take a
fucking
big rock.
Old-fashioned way, dude.
Yeah, big rock.
You're gonna fucking that like that thing that like people used to do where they would like tie like a string around a loose tooth and slam a door. It's gonna be like that, but they're just gonna tie it to the fucking metal on your braces.
Yeah, and
You're just kind
sometimes
of rip them off.
And sometimes they're gonna take the tooth with them.
They're going to take all the. Sometimes they're gonna get most of your jaw.
Frankly, I think you can skip getting your kid braces.
Right.
Because, like, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Like, even if his teeth are coming in sideways, like, well, maybe the radiation will help that and will help with that. Or maybe it'll make it so that he's got a setup where he can grow more rows of teeth.
Maybe your teeth.
And become a shark man.
Have you considered that you want your child's teeth to be more intimidating?
Yeah, what the fuck? Don't
Exactly.
hobble him.
Yeah.
Don't hobble him for the sake of present-day vanity.
Right, exactly. His teeth are growing out at all these angles, and for all you know, one of those angles could constitute an evolutionary advantage.
I think so.
You know?
Yeah, some of those angles might be perfect for ripping the carotid arteries out of his prey.
Right.
Whereas, right now, you're trying to get him looking all shiny and happy and clean.
Mhm.
Fuck that, man.
You're preparing him for a world that's not going to exist in a couple of
right,
years.
exactly.
You know?
So knock him off now.
Knock him off now. Just fucking
Whatever you
let
gotta do.
those teeth go wherever the fuck they want to go.
Right, especially since orthodontists are going to become spider-handed, lobster-faced freaks
Right, yeah.
with foot fetishes.
With foot fetishes.
You're going to want to keep your kid away from that.
Yeah, no.
That's you don't want him anywhere
They
near
also
that.
just like love teeth, and that's a weird energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine wanting to become a dentist.
Imagine
Fucking weirdo.
being fucking
I feel like we made this joke before.
even more than a dentist, like an orthodontist, because it's not just obsessed with. It's not just that you're obsessed with teeth. It's you are obsessed that teeth be perfect.
Right.
Your teeth must be perfect.
Imagine being
No, let
passionate
me-
about teeth.
I will use a metal cage to force your teeth into where God expects them to be.
These teeth must be tamed in a way that only I can tame them.
I will subjugate your teeth.
I just in the world to come, that's going to be the kind of energy you get out of orthodontists.
Right.
They will be very focused on dominating your son's mouth.
Yes. I will make your boy pure again.
And then he will stick
Look
his...
at this boy, this disgusting freak of a boy. Shh, do not cry, boy. I will bring you back to God.
I really hope that the crackling noises I'm hearing are just my headphones. Wait, tap that? Oh, it's not.
Oh, I can hear that. I can hear that coming from your ears. That's kind of fun. All right, so did we answer the question?
Yeah, stay
Fucking-
away from orthodontists.
You don't
want to
get into
and they'll
yeah, exactly.
and they're gonna be perverts about it.
they're gonna be fucking weird little pervs about the whole thing.
I just imagine being passionate about teeth.
Imagine it. Imagine what kind of person you would have to be.
Somebody with a fucking lobster face, spider
a fucking
hands, and a foot
lobster
fetish.
face ties a fucking lobster faced spider hand fucking tooth Nazi. Okay?
Yeah.
You stay away from those motherfuckers.
Fucking mouth fascists. You don't want anything to do with these mouth fascists, man. They're gonna fucking start spelunking around your kid's mouth, rearranging their teeth, just fucking around, trying to make him look like what? Like he's like straight in his mouth.
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares? Let him grow free the way nature and God intended him.
You want
so that the nuclear fallout can take him to the next level.
You want your fucking teeth to be straight? Wow, pretty homophobic.
Hey, hell yeah. Nice, dude. I love that. That's fucking great. That's awesome.
I feel bad.
No, you should feel good.
I felt so dead after saying
Dude,
that.
I saw the light leave your eyes.
Yeah, I felt it.
And I want to encourage
I
their
had a
reignition.
moment where I was like, "Oh, the light is leaving my eyes right now."
Yeah, no, it left. You died briefly.
I didn't like that.
I think I saw your soul leave your body and come right back in.
Thanks everybody for listening to Life in the World to Come.
It's been nerve-wracking.
It's been an intense episode.
Yeah, hopefully the next one will be not like that.
Yeah, maybe the next one will finally be the one that's normal.
You know, now that we've hopefully figured out the volume problem,
Right.
I'd really hate to have it be that once the audio quality is finally there, have the only episode where the audio quality is there be like not
Be
great.
this.
Yeah.
Be this, whatever the fuck this was.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Although I will say we quote unquote fixed the audio quality last time, and the whole all of the not last episode, but like the episode before that, all I could hear the whole time was just
Oh yeah, the compression's way up. Well, that's because we were eating.
I have such a wet mouth, Will.
No, that's actually a dry mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, I know it's not. It's like, that's the look you're giving me. It's so like, what the fuck?
I feel like because I just kind of accepted it, but my heart was like, no. Like,
here's the thing. When you can feel the moisture in your mouth and the smackiness, it's because you're dehydrated and there isn't enough actual water in your saliva.
interesting.
And so it's stickier. And so you're getting those smacky noises.
Okay.
I looked it up because I was trying to figure out how to solve it.
Why am I mad at you?
You shouldn't be.
Like, I shouldn't. You're right. I shouldn't.
I'm just telling you a
Like,
piece of potentially useful information.
I was like, you told me this, and I'm just like, fuck off, man.
The answer is just drink more water.
What do you mean?
You gotta drink more water when we're podcasting. Look, I'm having the same problem. You can hear it.
If you'd like to support us on Patreon, you can do that at,
For some reason.
lifeintheworldtocome.patreon.com.
And if you're weird enough to want to buy merch, you can go to lifeintheworldtocome.bigcartel.com.
You can do that. You can get that there.
And
you can get that from there.
And if you're a real weirdo, you can send your questions to lifeintheworldtocome@gmail.com or the Discord
server,
which you can find
question
somewhere.
channel. You can find it's usually in the episode description. And our intro and outro music is "We Are the Hellhounds" by the Taxpayers. I can see Will is blowing into the mic, and I can see his glasses fogging up. It's actually pretty cool to look at. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool, dude.
All right,
goodbye.
All right, we got content.
We fucking knocked another one out.
This is content. We've got 2 hours and 10 minutes of content here. There is a serviceable episode. I just want to make sure we have a few more seconds.
Just like
of
really
content.
milk every possible thing.
Just
that we
nice,
can get out of
just
it.
nice and slow. Let it be that we can at least squeeze like 56 minutes of quality podcast out of this.
It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's stuff.
And not like
Like-
a problem.
Right,
to have.
exactly.
Right. That's it. Just content. All right. We've
Mental
got
illness is a joke.
131 minutes and 7.9
It's a fucking
seconds
joke. It's
of
funny.
content.
It's fucking funny when people have problems in their brain.